So I went down to the watering hole today, and lo and behold, Kip was there with some new stories. And I kind of agree with a lot of what he said this time, had to do with stealing and that sort of thing. And being that we're both in our late 60s, we remember as kids uh, that you used to get switched from time to time. Young people today wouldn't know what switching is because about the time I was late 20s, it was against the law to discipline your children. I never got switched. I got strapped. Dad called it a licking, and he did it with a skinny leather strap. And anyway, that's what we had going on when we were kids. Only old people would know what a switch is. So Kip and I were talking about different things, and he had some ideas of what we can do to bring law and order to people who steal cars and just do nasty things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this picture, and then after it's loaded, I'll kind of go over the picture with you. Now that the picture's been loaded, you can see this is a hall or a building that's 150 feet long, 30 feet wide, and there's a door, a man door on this end and on that end with a line drawn on the floor from door to door. And then every 15 feet, there's a line perpendicular to this line. And the way this is set up is the police would drop the criminal and at this door. The criminal would have to, here's the flow, the criminal has to walk this line to get out the other door. And there's people in each one of these squares, and as the criminal is walking past them, they get to smack them with I don't know if you've done gardening before, but for tomatoes, they have these stakes that are about 3 feet long, made out of bamboo and about a ½ inch diameter. So each one of these people in the square get to smack the criminal as it goes in one door to out to the other door. And if you don't use a stick, you could also use a cattle prod. But anyway, Kip thinks that based on all the facts and statistics, it would cut down on crime by 50% because people don't like to get hurt. And the story he gave me was a single mother of two had her car stolen. The person who stole the car ran into a tree and totaled her car out. The criminal didn't get hurt. The cops caught him, took him to the police station, booked him, and then just let him go again so he goes steal another car. So if you want to look at the hardships, single mother of two, now she doesn't have a car to get to work and back so she can make her mortgage payment. She doesn't have a car to get groceries for her kid. If her family lives in an area, she would probably call on them to help her out, taking her to work, taking her to the grocery store. So it's also a hardship on the mother of two's family or friends. It's a hardship for them, but yet the person who stole the car, there's no hardship whatsoever. So Kip's other idea was, if the kid who stole the car is under 18 years old, you go to his parents and take their car and give it to this mother of two. So that way the parents are responsible for the creep that stole the car. I totally agree with this. I'd like to see these things implemented just to see if the statistics on crime would drop off like Kip says they will. Anyway, it would be interesting to see if that would come to fruition. So I tried to explain to Kip that somebody who would steal a car, and instead of just letting them go, they drive them to this building to where they have to walk the gauntlet. I explained to him that all the libtards would be up in arms about anything like this, and I'd like to see it happen personally, this or absconding with the perpetrator's parents' car if they're under 18 years old. but I can't help but agree with this. The other thing about Kip, it's pretty interesting. He's got a lot of ideas all the time. If you want to look at some more of Kip's ideas, down in the lower left corner, you'll see a blue dot with an M in it. Click on that, you'll be able to, and go to the watering hole video that I have, and it's one of Kip's other ideas. Anyway, you'll enjoy it, I'm sure. Take care.